There we go. Okay, so we have Traders versus No Pants Zone. Let's start the draft.
Let's do this.
Here we go, man. Here we go. Here we go. Game number 1.
Epic banner time.
Alrighty. Yeah, I apologize, Twitch, for the delay. We have been having issues, but at least you can hear all the audio now, and apparently the game lag isn't so noticeable. Hopefully, supposedly. So Traders will have the choice of first pick, first ban. They will be on the blue team, the left side of the map. No Pants Zone will be on the right side with team captain Kieran picking or banning. Oh, they banned Li Ming.
Looks like our first ban is going to be on Li Ming, which has been incredibly strong in all of our past games. Seems like a good choice, wouldn't it?
Yeah, especially with all that range, she can just break down lanes really fast and get even more value out of those cannons that come out from Blackheart's Bay, because if you're able to destroy, I think, one tower, a tower and a gate or something like that, you'll be able to take out a complete fort in one of the lanes. So taking out Li Ming is a very good decision. But I'm surprised they did that, because they could have had Li Ming to themselves if they didn't ban it first.
So I feel like they have a higher prioritized hero that they're going to pick before Li Ming.
Yeah.
Which is why they chose to ban out Li Ming for the first ban.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Oh, we are going to see Zul banned out. Zul is a really great solo laner who could have been really good in the bot lane. So that is very good to ban out in a sound booth.
Yep, Zul.
So apparently I sound like I'm in a sound booth. Okay, cool. I'm at Gary's house, Catan, by the way, because I wanted to see if the better internet would help, but apparently it was not an internet problem. We are gonna see Greymane picked on the side of on the blue team and Thrall on the red team. The red team does get one more pick. Let's see what they decide on. I like this Thrall pick first because it is a very good solo laner, so they could send Thrall to the bot lane or have him in the mid or top. Oh, another great solo laner, Sylvanas.
Wow.
Yeah,
this is going. They are going to put a lot of pressure in bot lane, and we're gonna see some response from blue team.
Oh, apparently, Tony, your volume's a little loud. Hold on, let me adjust that real quick. Hopefully this will fix it. Alright, so we do see Morales come out. That's a very good healer, especially early game. It looks like the blue team is going to push for that early game advantage, try to get more coins and maybe some structures. Oh, Jojo, very good, even as a solo tank. So now, blue team does have good options. They could run another warrior for that double warrior team comp, or even just have solo warrior Johanna could still be very strong.
So now we're in our second round of bans, and it's going to be interesting seeing how this ban turned out, since blue team already has their healer picked, and red team is definitely at a disadvantage here with both their warrior and healer on the spot here.
Yeah, so the dynamics of the bans, like whichever team gets to pick and ban first does have the advantage in that they have 3 picks before the second ban phase. So they can lock in a strong assassin, they can lock in a strong healer, and then a strong warrior. So they do have an advantage, but the advantage of picking second is that you hide a lot of your strategy. So you notice how the red team right now, they still have 3 heroes to pick. The blue team has no idea what heroes they have in store. Oh, and we are going to see a Tyrande. That's really interesting. Oh, Tyrande ETC. That's a lot of crowd control. Like, think about it. You have the Thrall, you have the Roots. If he goes Sundering, that's a stun and just displacement. He could also go Earthquake. ETC Mosh Pit is always very scary, can turn the whole game around. Tyrande has the stun, can also go Shadow Stalk or even Starfall for more crowd control. This is looking really dangerous. Oh, it looks like blue team will choose Gazlowe, another really great solo laner. We'll probably see Gazlowe soloing bot lane, maybe against the red team Sylvanas, I'm thinking. Oh, and they do pick a Vala, so we are going to see a solo warrior comp. There's a lot of damage coming out of the blue side.
So on the ban side, we have Falstad banned for the red team because they didn't want to see some mobility coming out of the blue team, which will really disrupt their bot lane if they were to pressure that. And blue team, they banned Rehgar because Rehgar is an overall good healer. And but the sad part is they were planning for a Tyrande.
Yeah.
Wow, and we're
wow,
gonna
we
see
see
a
the
Lost
Lost Vikings come
pick.
out. What the heck? Oh my gosh.
This is going to be a heck of a match because these two teams are very. I'm gonna say they all have their benefits, but it's kind of weird, you know, having teams like that.
I'm just so surprised by Lost Vikings. I think this is the first time we're seeing Vikings come out in any of our tournaments. But
Yes.
I do really like the Rehgar band on the blue team side because, you know, they picked Morales first, and they knew that the blue side still hadn't picked a healer, so they're banning Rehgar. So that really limits the pool of heroes that the red team has to pick from. They only have the choice of like Tyrande, Brightwing, Malfurion, Karazim. I mean, all those are great heroes, you know, but still forcing them into that position of picking one of the off supports even. Tyrande can be really strong in this game. We don't know if that was their strategy all along, like if that was their first pick or if they got forced into that Tyrande. So we will definitely see. The Shadow Stalk is definitely going to come really helpful, especially if the Vikings are just off soaking 3 lanes at once. You could Shadow Stalk and just mosh pit and just catch the enemy team by surprise. So I'm really excited to see what's going to happen on the red side.
It definitely seems like the red side is going for a more objective central gameplay, while the Lost Vikings soak on the all 3 lanes. But we'll see how this turns out.
Yeah, so on the blue side we have traders. We have Instinct on Johanna, Baymax on Morales, Satisfying on Vala, OG Films on Greymane, and Sin Eater on Gazlo. On the red we have No Pants Zone, Kieran on the Lost Vikings. Wow, that's a whole mess of people. Aladdin Sane on Sylvanas, No Pants on Thrall, Dynamic on ETC, I believe, Kumo Tripson on Tyrande. No Pants. Alright, let's see. It looks like this is a really interesting split. They're choosing to send the 4 main people to the bot lane and have Vikings just take care of top and mid. Which is really interesting because usually you send the stronger players to the top and mid just for that
control. It looks like they are going for a hard push at bot before the start of game, so they cannot react to this push.
And the thing is, if they do get these towers so early game, they are going to get a huge lead in experience, and it's going to yield even more damage from the Blackheart's Bay cannon shots. Let's see what we have going on top.
Wow, Morales already dead from a stun.
Wow, that's the first blood. That's a really dangerous comp. And look, the treasure chests are already coming out. It looks like they're forcing a lot of the blue team to the bot lane. So meanwhile, Vikings can just chill out in mid. We do see Olaf at the top lane just soaking.
So an interesting thing to note is that Greymane still has not picked their talent yet.
Oh wow, maybe they're trying to hide that strategy.
Yeah, and we can see increased ranging of multi-shot coming out of Vala, and that might be a sign for a multi-shot build. And we see Tyrande with Empower, which reduces her cooldown, so maybe she's going for a cooldown reduction build.
Yeah, this would be really interesting. I mean, blue team did get a majority of the coins, but it's still early game, and meanwhile the Vikings have been soaking. I mean, look at that level lead. They already have over half a level lead for the red team. Man, they're just soaking up the top 2 lanes uncontested at all. Everyone else is at the bot lane. Now, it is 1 minute 56, so the camps should be spawning in just a few seconds. There we go. All the camps spawn at the 2-minute mark except for the boss. So now this is the opportunity for both teams really to just get more coins and try to maximize experience and try to get to the turn-ins.
Oh, that is really not a good thing to just jump in like that and get hard crowd controlled.
Yeah,
especially with a team like this.
Yeah, right now, this is really not in the blue team's favor at all. The longer they spend fighting here, the longer the Vikings will soak. So if they keep doing what they're doing... Oh, that was a very nice owl kill by the Tyrande by Kumo Tripson. Very well aimed.
Wow.
Yeah, the thing is...
Red team is just forcing the blue team to react to their bottom push, and to do that, they have secured their Vikings a good chance to soak.
Yeah, this is it's really amazing trying to get this to work because they really are forcing most of the blue team presence to the bot lane. I mean, look, they already took out 2 cannon towers, and now they just took out the gate. Meanwhile, Vikings are still soaking top and bottom. It looks like they're going to try to take out Olaf at the top here with Vala and Johanna. But he is running away. Let's go back to the bot lane. They're already taking out that well. This is really amazing pressure by the red team. And with Sylvanas disabling the towers right now, like, there's virtually no way that the blue team can stop this pressure. Because check it out, like, red team is already at level 6, halfway to level 7. They're going to get another talent tier above the blue team if the blue team doesn't do anything fast. And we have, what's a small Viking called? Eric. We have Eric checking the turn-in zone. Just to
we
make
have
sure.
Eric the Swift acting as a wand in the turning zone.
Looks like the red team is going to be trying to grab their siege camp. Meanwhile, Gazlo is trying to take out the top bruisers. Now, the bruisers camps do push really heavily, but it does take a lot longer to attain. And if Gazlo is doing that alone, that means the rest of the team is going to be pretty split for a long time.
So meanwhile, as we're speaking, red team has already reached level 7. They are a talent tier up, and well, we see here Greymane has not picked his second talent. This might be a strategy they're going for, not picking their talent to trip off their opponents.
Oh, we do see Greymane is getting dangerously low, but some great kills coming out from Morales right now.
So meanwhile, the treasure chest has spawned again, and we see both team rushing to the treasure chest to get the monies.
Getting the coins. Looks like red team is going to secure a lot of the coins. They do have enough for turn in. Actually, both teams have enough for turn right now. Looks like Balog will get away safe. Olaf
Balog stole 2 coins.
Oh yeah, and it looks like top is still soaking, taking care of the camp, and the red team is going to be able to get that turn in. Meanwhile, Gazlo is just trying to steal those camps as best as he can, just to try to do what he can to paint the left side blue at least. But this is a lot of pressure coming out from the red team, and they're going to get heroic soon.
And we see the red team at bottom getting their camp, while Greymane is up there trying to soak and
this is really dangerous for Greymane right now because he is alone. It looks like the red team is going to convert on him.
Oh, wow.
That's really
another
dangerous.
Kill for the red team.
Yeah, I mean, knowing that the turn-in has already passed and that no one else on the red team was on map, he should have been a little bit more careful, at least in terms of positioning, maybe positioning a little bit farther north.
Now, we see the Viking soak has paid off as red team reached level 10 and get their heroic.
We do see the mule coming out from Morales, but it's not going to do much.
We're going to see Shadow Saw coming out of Tyrande, Mosh Pit from ETC, of course, and Thrall going for the Sundering, Lost Viking going for play again, and Sylvanas going with Wailing Arrow. This might be a wombo combo with the Mosh Pit.
Oh yeah, definitely. Just silencing them and preventing any of the blue team from escaping. Because the blue team is very mobile right now. I mean, they have Greymane and Vala, 2 heroes with built-in escapes. If you can silence them and stop them from doing anything, that's going to make it really safe, especially to use Mosh Pit, or even silencing that Johanna just to stop the stun from coming out. Oh, we do see the Shadow Stop coming out. Oh, we don't see a Mosh Pit yet. We see play again used really early.
Morales
does go down.
already dead.
Greymane is also very low. Vala and Johanna trying to run away. Oh, but it looks like Johanna will go down. Vala just trying to get away with the 6 coins.
So we see what red team is doing here is basically they're trying to rush the map as like quick as possible. We already see the mid fort. Is it a fort? I forgot what it's called, but the mid and bottom lane already has 1 structure down.
Oh yeah.
And red team is really at a huge advantage right now, as they are attempting to get more camps for more pushing power and more coins as well.
Now Vala does know where the small Viking is, just trying to, I don't know what he's trying to do.
Yeah.
This is really dangerous for Vala.
She really can't kill him since he's stealth. The multi-shot
or she might get away, but probably not. Yep. Vala does go down. That was really unfortunate trying to turn on without her team.
Over here.
Now the blue team still does have enough for a turn-in, but they're being held by Gazlo, and it's going to be really difficult for them to turn in right now. And red team does get another turn-in yet again. That's going to take out the top lane.
Here we are, we see heroics are going to be coming back soon for all of the red team. And blue team is really at a dangerous position here. Whoa,
very
look at
nice
that
mosh
mosh
pit,
pit.
capturing everyone from the blue team. That was very well
Yeah,
done.
that was
Gazlo does
really
go down. Morales is
unfortunate.
out of position, and there is not much the
They
blue team
were
can do
trying
now.
to push the top lane, and it didn't go their way.
Yeah, I mean, this match seems very one-sided. I mean, look at the bot lane. The red team does have a siege camp pushing that bot lane. It's going to push all the way to the tower. They have a turn in right now that's going to take out even more structures, and it looks like Greymane is going to go down as well. That's a couple more coins. You see the Rain of Vengeance coming out from Vala, but not landing anywhere. And look, the chests have popped up again. This is a huge advantage for the red team right now. I'm not sure what the blue team can do besides maybe take a boss and force the red team to be present somewhere, but they have to do something drastic right now, otherwise the game is just gonna snowball. Oh, very nice.
So here we see some interesting heroic choices from the blue team. Gazlo actually went for a Robo Goblin in like this situation, which I would much more prefer him pick the other talent for team fights. And Greymane going for a Goat for the Throat, and Morales going for Stim Drone. Looks like Johanna just used her Blessed Shield, and this really is not going the way that the blue team wants it to be.
Yeah, I mean, this is just really unfortunate. I mean, the Johanna is getting some really good blinds in, getting some stuns, but they're really not getting the most out of their heroics. Like, that stem could have been really great on Greymane, but unfortunately Greymane died a little bit too quickly. We are seeing retreat frames, but they were able to get that turn in.
Getting a turn in, yeah.
And it looks like Gazlo was able to secure that bot lane, so they're regaining some pressure on the map. They do have the Knights and the Knights and the Siege pushing the bot lane.
Unfortunately, those cannonball shots would not go off on the top lane. Or oh, here it is. It is now going to target the top lane, and we are going to see some comebacks from the blue team as they take out 2 towers. I mean, 2 forts.
Alright, looks like the top and mid lane are cleared on both sides of the map, but the blue team is still at a disadvantage right now. Their bot lane is empty. And it looks like the top lane has a bruiser camp pushing.
That was really interesting, seeing 3 members trying to chase after Olaf, and Johanna is still doing that right now.
Yeah, definitely not worth it, especially because Vikings can just use play again and resummon the Vikings to any other location, wherever the others are at.
Here we see a 4v2 at the bot lane, and it really did not turn well for the blue team again. They were distracted in the top lane by Olaf, and Olaf is still not taken down.
Yep. Olaf is still alive, really doing his job, just keeping the blue team busy so that the red team can try to amass coins and paint the map red, really.
Oh no, it's like Gazlo almost died to the boss.
Yeah, but
and
it looks, yep, he is going to go down. Yeah, that was a very dangerous move by Gazlo, because Tirani can always just send the owl and scout out the map. And that was honestly very predictable
and
too.
that low health, wow, that was 7 coins down the drain.
Yep.
Or 6 coins down the drain.
And now red team has exactly enough for another turn in. Looks like they are not going to try to do the boss, which I like to see because on the red side.
Everyone has already respawned for the blue side, and even though they are a talent tier up, they don't really get an advantage with 5v5.
Yeah, you know, that's the quirk about this map though. Like, once you're ahead, you never need to go for a team engage. You can really just play the map by the objective, get coins and turn in. You never really need to fight if you are ahead. And that's what you want to do. But the blue team has to force a fight right now and try to win some as well. Oh, Bavala is going to go down, and right now that's just Greymane and Morales alone at the top lane. Johanna is going to come up, but it's a little bit too late. Eric has been pushing the bot lane this whole time.
The wasted sim drone on Greymane just to help him escape didn't work out. They're still trying to fight right now, but with none of their heroics, it's not going to turn out good for them.
Yeah, it's going to be really difficult, and I'm really surprised to see Gazlo just camping right now. I mean, the blue team really needs Gazlo in these fights.
Which is why I thought Robo Goblin was not the best choice for Gazlo here.
I mean, I can see the train of thought, and you know, Gazlo is that kind of like mercenary stealer, or oh wow, we see Blessed Shield come out of Johanna just to kill one of the Vikings. I don't know if that hero is just worth it.
There is some questionable decision making from the blue side here, but we can still see that both teams are on even grounds, well, almost even grounds of their structures, so it's still anyone's game.
But the thing is, though, if red team turns in, they are going to completely take out a keep, versus if the blue team turns in and gets a turn in, they're only going to take out the bottom fort. They're not even going to touch the keeps. Alright, we're going to see them contest the bottom chests right now. Now, red team has enough for a turn in. Actually, both teams do. If the blue team can successfully wipe out the red team in a team fight, or even just ganking, they could turn this game around still, but Vala is at the top lane away from the rest of the blue team. This is really dangerous because Vala is a lot of their damage. Oh, pause. Who disconnected?
No pants.
Oh, okay. Huh. Okay, well, let's check out the Twitch chat. Let's see. Alright, well, as we wait, let's take a look at Twitch. Let's see. Yeah, Tony, totally grit my teeth. I'm not a super fan of Gazlo. So, I guess I'll just express my opinion of Gazlo gameplay. While I believe Gazlo is a good hero in and of itself, and he does have a place in the meta, my problem with many Gazlo players is that they put too much priority on mercenary camps versus the team fights or even being present elsewhere on the map. Because if Gazlo is not present on the map, it's very easy to predict where he is, where he's going, and what he's trying to do. And so the enemy team can easily force a fight and make it a 5v4 while Gazlo's away, maybe trying to take a boss or something. So that's why I feel it's very dangerous to play Gazlo. Now, Gazlo can... got you. Gazlo can be a real great asset to the team in terms of getting camps, but especially if he does show up for those team fights and just predicting where the enemy is moving, because that grav bomb setup is really amazing. Even for, let's say, if they had a Gazlo on ETC, grav bomb into a mosh pit is just the most ridiculous setup ever. Call treason. What is happening in this game chat? Yeah, even one of my personal favorite setups is Gazlo Grav Bomb to set up for Kael'thas Pyroblast, because Pyroblast does have that radius of damage. If you can set up so that all the enemy team is clumped up together, that's going to do a ton of damage. So Gazlo does have a definite spot in team plays, but the problem that I personally see in a lot of Gazlos is they just don't show up for those fights, and they're not as fully map aware, and they focus too much on the camps. So I see that as a really unfortunate downside to Gazlo players. I just have yet to see a really good Gazlo, because any Gazlo can camp, any Gazlo can solo boss, but like a really good Gazlo will have strong map presence throughout a game and not just for the camps. Let's see. Oh, they're talking about Owl, talking about Hedwig. Yeah, man, the Tyrande Owls have been really spot on. I mean, killing Gazlo at the boss, that was super unfortunate for the blue side.
Yeah, we can see Tyrande going for an Owl build and a cooldown reduction here, and it's really paying off for their team with the Shadow Sock giving them stealth.
Definitely. And I mean, I'm anticipating a level 20 rewind, to be honest, just to keep throwing out the Owls.
But we do see a typical early game Lightning and late game Wind Fury build with Thrall here.
Yeah, I mean, this is all about just making the red team more mobile, right? Because like that Wind Fury will really just help him weave in and out of team fights. which is really good, especially because he is a melee assassin and they don't have a ranged assassin on their team. He needs to be able to do damage and do it safely. I'm just looking at the Twitch chat right now. Okay, great. So he's rejoining. Wow, I mean, I honestly don't know how this game is going to go. I mean, Heroes is the game of comebacks. You know, that's
it's clear. It's not 6.5 out of 10. Come on, guys.
Oh, rejoined. Did you authorize that?
I think something happened with my game.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Well, I will. Alright, looks like PNaT is gone temporarily. Oh, PNaT, are you back?
Chu.
Hey.
Yes, I think I had some internet problems.
Okay, that's fine. I just unpaused it. So it looks like the red team is going to disengage. Blue team is going to maybe try for this turn-in. But very nice owl coming out from the Tyrande, hitting that Johanna. Looks like the red team is going to get the majority of the coins from the top lane. Blue team is going to try to turn in right now, but that's only 2 coins. They still need Gas. It's not Gas though. Who's holding 4? Oh, it looks like Greymane is holding the 4 coins that the blue team needs to turn in, but the red team is ready, just guarding that turn-in zone. You know, if the red team can take out 1 keep, even, they can just stall out the game because the catapults will push really hard. Looks like this Johanna is just trying to stall as long as possible, but it's not going to go well because the red team can just collapse on her really quickly. They can see a lot of the blue team on the mini-map right now. Looks like Azzo's coming up. Oh, with the laser, but I don't think that's going to be enough to stop the red team. They are going to get the turn-in. Turn in 14 coins already. It is really dangerous for the blue team right now because they really need to force a fight somewhere because they're on equal talent tiers right now. They don't want the red team to reach level 20 before they get there. I don't know. This is a dangerous play.
Looks like a hero has quit the fight.
Okay, so it looks like blue team is gonna try to left game. My apologies, Twitch. I am terrible at multitasking, so I'm trying to operate the camera and talk and figure this out. Oh wow, going with bot. Wow, that's playing with the bot. That's gonna be really interesting. All right, let's resume the game here. Let's see how this turns out. I mean, this increases the blue team's chance a little bit. They are down a keep right now. That's gonna be really rough for them. The longer the game progresses, the more pressure they're gonna receive. So they really need to either get a turn-in, take out the enemy's keep, or even pressure somewhere on the map. It looks like they might be opting to take the boss right now. But Greymane is really separated. Vala is in a really dangerous position. Vala does go down. This is really dangerous for Greymane because he is holding 6 coins. He's going to take a lot of damage from the owl. But he is going to be able to get some kills, hopefully soon, from this Morales. Okay, he's low on mana though, so he does have to be careful. The red team does know where they are positioned, so they can easily turn in coins and just play the safe game. Tronde is going to throw another owl. Oh, get a lot of damage off of that. So this is a good opportunity for the blue team right now because they do have 2 camps pushing their top lane. But it looks like the red team is coming down to pressure the bot lane, try to take another keep. Tronde sending another owl just to scout. Oh, and it is going to hit Morales for a ton of damage. Oh, here comes another owl as well. They know that the blue team is at the is at the boss. They're going to have to come back and defend their keep really soon. Otherwise, they're going to take a lot of map pressure. They have to commit to something right now. See a decent Rain of Vengeance, but this is really dangerous for Val as well. I mean, she might as well leave the keep because if she dies here, this is going to be really catastrophic for the blue team. Okay, looks like they are going to back off. Let's check up on the boss. They are going to take the boss. I mean, honestly, right now is the window of opportunity for the blue team. They need to either somehow push with that boss maybe, but the red team is at their level 20 talents. They could easily push this core right now or even just stall. They do have enough for a turn-in, so they could just back off really easily. Looks like Greymane is going to go into Worgen form, try to initiate a fight. We can see some stuns coming out from Johanna. Oh, very nice stuttering from the Thrall for a disengage. It looks like red team is going to Shadow Stalk just to get some healing in. Meanwhile, Gazlo is still trying to just take the camps, and I don't know if I agree with this decision because it is in the late game right now. I mean, camps are strong, but if the red team even goes back to that siege, Gazlo is going to be very dead very fast. Okay, it looks like he might be able to escape. He's going to get hit by the... Oh, he narrowly dodges that Tronde Owl. The chests are going to come up. Blue team has a lot of coins right now. I would almost want to see it turn in before getting coins. Looks like we're going to see that happen right here. And they are finally going to get another turn in. They really need this right now. In fact, they actually need as many coins as they can get. But it looks like the red team is getting ready to just collapse on this Johanna right here. Tony, are you back in the game? Can you see what's happening?
Yes, I am seeing everything right now.
Okay, great.
The blue team is really separated right now, though. I don't think they are interested for a fight here.
The thing is, right now, they want to wait until level 20, just so at least they can have those Storm tier talents. I mean, look at Greyman. Greyman is low on mana, so is Vala. Trying to go for a team fight right here is going to be really risky, especially because everyone from the red team is up.
I think they've had enough.
But, continuing on with the trend that Greyman is not picking any of his talents right now.
Yeah, this is really interesting. Oh, very nice mosh pit by the ETC, capturing everyone from the blue side. Unfortunately, not enough damage to follow up, but the effect was achieved. I mean, look at how this is going. Very nice sundering by the draw. But, you know, here you see the real strength of Morales. You know, it's keeping the team alive. Are we going to see Johanna stay alive? Oh, unfortunately, Johanna does go down, sacrificing a lot of points. Oh, and so does Greyman. Oh, that was really unfortunate. You know,
the greed of Greyman caused his death.
Yeah, you know, honestly, the red team should push for the win right now. They do have the talent advantage. And the blue team is 3 people down. Although it looks like...
they're going to send some people. They're going to send some to turn in, and some will start pushing the shield of the core down. But we will see Vala Skim Zone here to try to keep the core alive.
If
and
Vala
the
can
Morales
somehow secure some kills, but I really don't see that happening. You know, red team is already backed off. They did get that turn in.
But we see the Mule on the core right now, just restoring it back to full health. But it won't really help if red team goes for a full-on push here.
Yeah, you know, that Mule was actually used a bit too early. They really should have waited until more of the cannons had dropped onto the core just to heal it up. Because once the cannons drop, it's going to destroy the Mule. Alright, we see Gazlo still camping. I don't know if I agree with this decision. It looks like Vala might be caught out of position. Looks like Jojo's trying to move. Oh, that's a lot of damage coming out from the Tronde Owl. Looks like red team might get this turn in right here. Oh, very nice play. Glad that Johanna's stopping that. Unfortunately, the main event is not going to connect. Oh, and Vala is going to go down. The red team really needs to disengage right here because red team has all of their fighting force right now. They have all the Vikings here. They have everyone. Everyone's pretty much full health. Decent amount of mana. It looks like, wow, the blue team is down 2. We still don't see, you know, 2 talent tiers come out from the Greyman. I'm not sure why he isn't picking his talents. At least right now, the blue team... Oh, actually, no. If they get this turn here, the red team is going to secure the victory.
The turn-in here is the game-winning turn-in here. So I think we're going to see the first game of the day coming out in favor of No Pants Zone.
Yeah, this is going to be GG. I mean, even if the Mule is able to stop the core from dying, the rest of the red team can just converge on the core and just take it out. With 4 members of the blue team down and only Morales left to defend, there is really not much they can do. And that is going to be game number 1. Victory going to No Pants Zone. Wow. Alright, Tony, do you want to provide some commentary? I'm just going to start up the next game.
No problem. So, this first game, the decision making was, you know, it was decent on both teams' part, but the Lost Viking really provided a huge advantage for the red team. Them being able to soak while the rest of the team members pressured bottom and forcing blue team to react to it. And there were some times where the teams were split, and the red team was able to get some pretty easy pickoffs on some members such as Greymane and Bala. So yeah.
Wow, that was I mean, really well played by No Pan Zone. I did not expect to see that from Lost Vikings. Actually, I just didn't expect to see Lost Vikings in general, but they really played that well. Just honestly, I would have never thought of that. Just sending the Lost Vikings to man, mid, and top to soak while the other 4 push bot, and they had a great comp for that as well. They had ETC to soak up. They had ETC to soak up those cannon shots if there were any, and Sylvanas to disable the cannons. And they had Thrall, which is a ton of damage, just breaking down the structures. With Tronda, I mean, that was just really well played. All right, we will resume in 3 to 5 minutes. First of all, I just want to thank you to everyone on Twitch. Thank you for supporting and just watching. I hope you are enjoying this tournament game. Once again, thank you to all of our patrons at patreon.com/Nexus Raiders. Your support really helps us a lot in terms of just bringing this production together and just funding like Nexus Raider things. This is how we're going to be able to pay for tournament prizes and whatnot. Yeah, if you would like to become a patron at Patreon and just help Nexus Raiders continue doing what we are doing, you can go to patreon.com/Nexus Raiders. Patreon is spelled Patreon, and that's patreon.com/Nexus Raiders. And there you can find our Patreon page or our account. It's a little bit out of date right now. You actually can donate at our website. I'll get to that in a bit. I mean, the preferred method is through Patreon because it's just like we collect pledges once a month. So you can pledge anywhere between like $1 to like, I don't know, however much you want to pledge. And then once a month, it'll be deducted from your account and sent to us. And that's what we're going to be using to like provide merchandise or provide prizes or even do some Facebook advertising just to broaden our reach and that kind of stuff. So we really appreciate it. Oh, thank you, Taylor, for sharing the link in the Twitch feed. So that kind of support is really appreciated, especially because it's like regular, like once a month. That helps a lot versus donating is just a one-time thing. Of course, if you do want to donate one time, we also really appreciate that. We're not going to say no to donations. I mean, come on. It helps a lot. I mean, I personally donated, I don't want to say how much, but I donated a significant portion to Nexus Raiders. And I actually just bought, in addition to that, I just bought some prizes that we can use for the future. Kevin Young actually showed me this starter pack that was available at GameStop, I believe it was. So I just got them in the mail. I think I have 8 hero codes, some mounts and stuff that I'll be able to give away for free for future contests. So I'm really excited to do that. If you want to donate, you can go to our website, which is nexus-raiders.com. Pretty simple to remember, just NEXUS. Wow, it sounds weird spelling it out. Then just the dash symbol, raiders.com. Go to the support tab and you'll be able to donate, or I believe find a link to our Patreon page, something like that. But however much you can donate, anything is really appreciated, even $1. I understand that a lot of our community, people are working jobs or doing part-time or they're students. So anything we can get, we really appreciate, and we're just happy to provide this. I'm also excited that we're developing teams for Nexus Raiders, so it won't just be me running the whole thing. Because I think we're definitely past 100 members now. But it'll be great because we have some members who will be streaming for us. We'll have other tournament hosts, so you won't just hear my voice all the time. People making guides for our newer members, so this is really exciting. Look at my Facebook messages. Let's see.
So for some in-game related news, this Friday until next Monday, we're going to have an entire roster of free heroes just for everyone to play with. So it is the best time for you to level up your heroes that you don't usually play, or to find a new favorite hero so you can buy them and play with them.
Yeah, it's
And also, Here's the Dorm is going to be on Saturday and Sunday. It will be live on ESPN. So come watch some, live matches, gain some experience, have some fun. Yeah.
yeah, it's a
You were
really great
saying?
time to reach out to your friends because all the heroes are free. This is insanely fun. I mean, if your friends want to have fun, let them play Murky.
Yeah, I'm trying to convince some of my friends that play other MOBAs to get into HOTS. So I was just telling them, if you want to try HOTS, this weekend's the perfect chance to try it.
Yeah.
And also, with Here's the Dorm coming, we're going to get a lot of more publicity for Here to Storm. And hopefully the player base will grow and we'll have more people to play with.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty, let's see. Man, I'm terrible at multitasking. Tony, why don't you take over as I type and set this up?
Alright, so Cursed Hollow is a map where there are tributes that periodically spawn, and they spawn at 6 different locations. There are some tricks about where they spawn, but let's not get into that. Well, after you collect 3 tributes, you will get a curse on your opponent, and during the curse, which is like a minute and 30 seconds long, your opponent's tower and forts will not fire. So it's perfect for split pushing, and the tribute spots are going to be central for team fighting. So we're gonna see some good comps coming out here.
Okay, alright, so, man, that's unfortunate that he forgot. I really did not expect that. I mean, I thought it was part of strategy maybe or something, but, just waiting that long to pick the talents, that's really unfortunate. Romnus.
Oh, I think they are putting in a sub for this.
Are they?
Because they were talking about having a qualified sub coming back here. Brought in our listed sub.
Oh, okay.
Tyrion
Oh,
said.
I vaguely remember Romnus being in the registration. Okay. Great.
Alright. So we're going to be on to our second game here.
Alright, it is going to be on Cursed Hollow. And you did explain that already, right? I'm pretty sure I heard you do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Cool. Let's go.
Cursed Hollow.
Alright, so the red team will be able to pick first because the blue team picked first last time. They're going to ban first, though. Let's see what they choose to ban. Now, on a big map like Cursed Hollow, some heroes that are really good are, the globals. First of all, like, you have Dahaka, you have Right Wing and Falstad, any teleporters. But also you see a lot of Abathur on this map because since Cursed Hollow is such a push-oriented map, especially with the actual objective, Abathur is really strong here. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what they decide to ban. Oh, okay, Zool. Zool is really great on this map, so they just don't want to fight against it. Okay, I like it. I really love the sportsmanship between the teams because, I mean, everyone in here, we are in the same community. We are all Nexus Raiders. So I'm really excited to see that there's so much positive sportsmanship here.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just checking out the Twitch channel.
No problem. So let's talk more about Cursed Hollow. There is a boss on each side of the map, so There's a boss in the bottom left, and there's also a boss in the top right. And right next to the boss is a bruiser camp, and then on the bottom right and the top left we have siege camps.
Yeah, so the map itself is it's kind of symmetrical, but a little bit opposite. So like if you were to like use a mirror image and then just flip it vertically or something, then that's how you would get the map. I mean, you'll see in just a moment, everyone who has not played this game before. But we are going to see Falstad first picked by the red team, a very strong pick in general, but especially so on Crystallo because it's such a big map, and Falstad can just fly directly to wherever the tributes spawn. A very good choice. Both heroics very viable on this map, with the Hitherland's Blast being able to disrupt any tribute channeling and do damage, or even the Gust, which is some great displacement. We are going to see Lunara first picked on the blue team. Oh, and Leoric. That's really interesting. Do you think we're going to see a solo Leoric tank?
I think that is going to be unlikely. I'm pretty sure blue team is trying to go for a double warrior comp here with the Leoric choice, because Leoric has really fallen off the charts. Before he was labeled as the strongest counter to any warrior, but now he isn't really that strong anymore.
Yeah, I mean, Leoric has his place, but as a solo tank, it's really difficult because his only crowd control is slowing, which isn't necessarily what you need as a tank. You know, having a stun is really important. Entomb can be very good. It has a lot of uses and a short cooldown. You can use Entomb to block off the enemy from reaching your team. You can use it to capture someone just to focus them down. Lots of uses right there. Oh, you were right. We're gonna see double warrior. I'm liking. Oh no, that was the ban.
Oh, that was a ban.
I thought that was.
But Lunara is a very great choice on this map as well because of Nature's Toxin at level 7. She's going to be able to melt down any building when the tribute hits. Yeah, that is a really strong choice by the blue team there.
Yeah, you know, that is very true. She does get that significant power spike mid-game at level 7, which is a little bit different than a lot of other heroes. Oh, okay, we do see the red team banning out Rehgar. Very good decision. Basically doing what the blue team did earlier, taking Morales and banning out Rehgar. Two very strong healers. Zagara is really very strong on this map, so I'm glad to see her drafted on the red side, especially so early, because it does grant your team so much vision, and Zagara is just a very strong lane pusher, as well as a very strong early game presence in your lane. Wow, Rexar coming out.
We're going to see Rexar coming out.
Yeah.
Well, Rexar is a diverse tank. You could use him as a bruiser, or you could use him as, like, using Misha as a stun tool and a little tank or distraction.
Yeah, I'm so interested to see this come out of Satisfying, because I don't think I've ever played with him as Rexar. He's definitely a very difficult hero to play, but if you can play him well, the rewards are amazing. I mean, I personally play Rexar as a solo tank, so it can work. It's just very difficult trying to micro with Misha. But you know what? Let's see what the red team picks. Oh, ETC one more time. And Raynor, okay. Raynor is really great for pushing lanes because he has the Inspire ability on his E, I believe.
On his W.
It's W, on his W. So what it does, it increases your attack speed and also any allied units. So that includes allied heroes or like allied minions. It'll increase their attack speed. So he's really great for pushing lanes. So we see Raynor and Zagara, great for pushing lane. Morales, very strong early game healer. Falstad, global presence. ETC, a lot of crowd control and a lot of sustain. I mean, even if he goes stage dive, that could be really interesting. Oh, okay, Jaina, a very good pick on the blue team. That's a lot of wave clear right there, which is great.
Yeah, so we do see two very great targets for Stim Drone on the red side. Falstad and Raynor, they are pretty good Stim targets, especially in team fights. And if they could find a way to isolate and target, Falstad could just blow the rest of them away.
Definitely. And I really like this team comp choice because, you know, Morales is a great healer, don't get me wrong, but she is a single target healer. But if you look at their team, Zagara has extra regeneration on creep, and if she gets rapid incubation, she can just heal herself up. Raynor has his self heal through, I don't even remember what it's called. But he can also adrenaline rush, and he can also select give me more just to give himself more healing, so more buffer. ETC has his own heal, and ETC is just really tanky. So this is a really good team for Morales. We see the good luck, have fun's coming out. On the blue team, we do have traders once again, with Satisfying on Rexar, Instinct on Jaina, Baymax on Lily, Sin Eater on Leoric, and OSG Films on Lunara. On the red side, we have No Panzone with Dynamic on ETC, Bromness on Raynor, Aladdin Saint on False Dad Kieran on Morales, and Chemo Tripsin on Zagara.
5, 4, 2, 1. Fight.
Now on this map, camps are especially important because the tributes have such a short interval of time. Oh, very interesting Wraithwalk coming out from New York. But camps do start spawning at the 2-minute point, but the tribute spawns at, I believe, the warning for tribute starts at 2 minutes 45 seconds, and it actually spawns at the 3-minute point, I believe. So getting camps is especially important. We'll see if any of the teams are able to do that. Looks like Zagara is starting to plant creep, get that vision early. Very great for solo laning. Rexar is also great for solo laning because of that Misha presence.
Yeah. So we're going to see reconstitution from Zagara, which will increase her health regen on creep. And the false stat is going for Gathering Storm, which permanently increases hammering damage by 2. So that's if it hits the same hero, when it comes back, it will also increase it by 2. Raynor going with seasoned marksman, which is really good with stim drone, and Morales is going for the safeguard on herself when she's going low.
Pretty standard, pretty good safe picks right now. I mean, from both sides. And I just want to talk about this false stat gameplay right here. You know, if you got Gathering Storm, this is especially good against Rexar because if you can hit both Misha and Rexar on the way there and on the way back, that's 8 damage added onto your boomerang. Or hammering, I guess you could say. And here at the top lane, we do see Zagara putting on that early game dominance with the vision.
Yeah, so Rexar with Hunter Gather, which will increase their health regen, both Misha and Rexar. Lunara just picked her talent, which is Natural Perspective, which reveals enemies when there's a nature toxin applied to them.
Oh, Rexar does go down.
Ow.
Now I have set the 2-minute point, so all the camps are up, but I'm not sure if any of the teams are going to go for it. The tribute is going to come up soon. They are going to be at level 4 at the same talent tier for this first tribute. So we'll
we see Falstad backing up for the tribute that's about to spawn.
Just trying to get full mana. This is a really great for Falstad because he can just fly to wherever the tribute spawns. Really great decision making on his part. Zagara does have a lot of vision, so she is very safe right now. I mean, look at that creep spread. She'll basically get a warning wherever an enemy comes from.
Heroes, gather tribute.
Rexar went with Easy Prey, which increases Misha's damage to mercenaries. So we might see a Rexar that's going to camp a lot like he's doing right now. But the tribute is spawning, and we have Zagara laying down a lot of creep on the floor.
Oh yeah. Looks like Rexar already finished that camp. Let's see how this fight goes. Oh, that's a lot of damage going on to Leoric, and he is going to
yeah.
Misha's taking a lot of
that
damage.
That is a one-on-one trade, Leoric with Raynor.
But, you know, any trade with Leoric, if it's even at least, is always a great trade for Leoric because he can come back so fast and come back in position. Now, the blue team is down, but Leoric is back already. Look at that. So Leoric can already position.
Yeah, we see the medic right now getting isolated and not really able to do much with their team.
I would like to see a little bit more Misha play. Okay, Rexar is sending Misha out, trying to zone a little bit. Now the great thing about Rexar is he can channel while controlling Misha, but he is going to be interrupted. Very nice hammering by Falstad, racking up a lot of damage right there.
Jaina was very close twice to channeling the objectives, but they are just getting hit with those AoE.
Yeah, that's a ton of damage coming out. You know, Leoric is already low. Wow, and red team managed to get that tribute. That's really great for
Yeah,
them.
it looks like blue team gave that up because they were so low on health.
But I mean, look at how much the siege camp at top lane pushed because of how long that fight was. That was really advantageous for the blue team. But they are down a count tier and down a level right now just because of the deaths. That's 4 kills in favor of the red team and just 1 from the blue team.
And here we see Falstad just backing, hearthstoning, and then coming back, right back to the bottom and soaking, killing some towers when no one's here.
Yeah, really making the most out of that global presence. Looks like the blue team is just focusing a lot on the camps. I mean, I like this decision, but I really would have liked them to try to hit level 7 first because, you know, the race to level 10 is so important. Whoever gets level 10 first just has such a huge advantage, and with Falstad having such a global presence and, you know, the tributes popping up, it's gonna be really interesting to see. In the blue team's favor, they do have that bruiser camp pushing mid. If the red team doesn't deal with that, that's going to be a heavy lead for them. Either way, because if they're trying to counter that, I can't even talk right now. If they're trying to counter that push, the blue team has very free opportunity to get the tribute. Oh, and it looks like Baymax is going to be able to count that.
And it looks like the red team just gave up on that tribute since Falstad planned to fly bottom instead of going to the tribute spot.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
That is a very interesting decision right there. But we do see level leads coming onto the red side right here. And you see Rexar going for Bird of Prey and further increasing the damage he does to mercenaries. Is he going to solo this boss camp over here?
Oh, it looks like he is going to take
like
that boss. Alright, let's check up on the other lanes for now. Looks like top lane is taking a lot of pressure, but that Zagara is doing really well against 3 heroes. That's actually really impressive.
Yeah, and
maintaining that vision as well.
And mid is being pushed down by ETC and Rainer, getting them to level 10 right now.
Yeah, you know, red team is level 10, so the blue team really shouldn't try for this tribute, especially with Rexar trying to get this boss. This is a very dangerous time for them.
And it looks like we have Sim Drone coming out for Morales, Devouring Maw for Zagara, Mighty Gust for Falstad, Hyperion for Rainer, and Mosh Pit for ETC.
Ton of damage. Oh, we see the Sim Drone coming out, and Zagara is dead, looks like.
And it looks like Leoric will be dying as well. But we do see an interesting combo here with Devouring Maw and Mighty Gust. You know, if Zagara Maw's one person, it's still worth it for Falstad to gust everyone else away to secure that kill.
And you know, the problem with the early game boss is like, you know, boss is really strong, but it's so easily beaten down. I mean, look, it only took out 1 tower. Just got bursted down. So the red side has nice AoE, but they also have a ton of single target damage through the Falstad and the Rainer. So bosses aren't going to get as much of a value against this team comp. Especially not with the time it takes for the blue team just to get a boss. I mean, look at how much time it took for Rexar just to get it.
Yeah, well, it doesn't look like the blue team's planning on killing those minion waves at mid to get to level 10 before going into this fight over here, which is a decision I wouldn't have made. That's really weird. If they killed that minion wave, they probably could have gotten to level 10, and the team fight would have gone a lot smoother.
Yeah, they would have had their heroics. This is a really dangerous time for them. I mean, they're almost level 10, but if red team can secure 1 more kill, I mean, this is already very one-sided. That's a lot of AoE. Oh, coming from the minions. Oh, man.
That was close to death for...
Looks like the Orc is going to go down, but at least the team now has their heroics. They just need a really deep push. This curse.
You shall know my curse.
Now this is a really good time for the red team because they can easily either let the minions push down the front towers and they could go for like keeps maybe even. But either way, they should at least be able to take down 2 forts with this push.
But we do see Falstad coming up to kill the siege camp, and I think Rexar was going for the boss over there, but was interrupted when he saw Falstad flying over above him.
I mean, right now is a really dangerous time for Rexar to try to get the boss because right after this curse is a really prime time for even the red team to try to go for their own boss and apply that pressure.
Yeah, and Zagara is laying down creep here, so this is going really bad for Rexar, and he goes down.
Rexar does go down, and Leoric is pressured out of lane. It looks like the blue team is going to lose their bottom four. Oh, we do see Hyperion coming out, maybe trying to finish off that board. Oh, okay. Marshall Black King coming out, but not really doing a lot. Oh, very nice Lunar Frost capturing two of the red team. This is going to be a wipe right here. Oh, but the heals coming out from Morales are just too strong, and very nice gust from the Falstad to disengage.
Yeah, that Gust disengage. Gust is really versatile in all the ways possible, man.
That was really well played by both teams. Now the red team is at a advantage right now because they are up a town tier, I mean up 2 levels. They could exert their presence even more right now, but I am anticipating some safe play maybe. Just allowing Zagara to lay out that vision while the rest of the team is distracted.
Well, ETC does have this mosh pit up, and this is not going good.
That was a very early time to use the healing. Especially because, I mean, look how quickly she got stunned. There's a lot of damage going on to the Jaina, and she does go down. Meanwhile, Rexar was soloing that
was a questionable choice why the ETC didn't mosh pit there, though, but instead choosing to push them away.
Well, I mean, the mosh pit does have a long cooldown on it, so perhaps they were saving it for the next tribute.
That's also a very good possibility.
Oh, very dangerous pathing by Rexar right here. He could easily be trapped by the red team right now. Oh, but looks like he is going to get away. Alright, we see Zagara going back to the top lane. Just trying to spread that vision. That mule, so strong from Morales, you know, like, that tower, I'm pretty sure that fort was like half health. And now the mule just restored it.
It was getting pushed down by Siege Giants, but now it's already back.
Oh, very dangerous play by Rexar. He is going to be caught out of position right here. Oh, that was very risky. And it looks like he isn't going to live through that. Oh, man. This is very unfortunate for the blue team, especially with the tribute spawning right now. They are in a better position, but the red team will be able to catch up right now, especially with Zagara right there being able to stop any channeling. Okay, we see a lot of damage coming out from the... Oh, and the Ring of Frost unfortunately misses.
Yeah, red team is really going to have an advantage going into the play with all their heroics up.
And we do see Leoric going down. It's a lot of damage. Just trying to keep them distracted from taking out the rest of the team, but man, they really need that Leoric presence. Okay, that was a good healing was not interrupted, so they are going to be full, but oh man, this is just such a dangerous time for them. I mean, Jaina is already very low. Looks like those tracks are coming back fast enough to stop that channel. So that is going to be another tribute in favor of the red team. Blue team has a nice minion wave pushing bot, but you know that's going to be easily countered. And it looks like they are going to catch Rexar trying to get this boss right here. They do have vision over him, and Rexar is rooted very unfortunately, and it looks like he is going to be taken down by the hammering from the Falstad. Oh man, this is such a dangerous time for the blue team.
The blue team is trying to catch them off guard, rushing in here. Oh, but Jaina getting caught off because of the creep shooter. Because of the creep.
And Falstad has that gust just to ensure that they get that boss. Oh, very nice coming out from the Zagara.
And
a bit of a wasted mosh pit,
but
they are going to go down. There's really nothing the blue team can do about that at this point. Yeah, and right now is a really good time for the red team just to get that tribute up top and take their own boss as well and exert even more map dominance. It looks like they're opting to
and it looks like
give it some more worth.
They'd rather push with his boss and just send Falstad up there to get the tribute.
Oh, yep, that is a very good decision, especially because Falstad has that global presence. Oh, and we see the Hyperion coming out from the Ranger. My goodness, this just snowballs really hard for the red team. I mean, if they really wanted, they could try to push for the fort. The boss still has about half of its health. They are up a town tier. They are at 16. This is a late game for them. The fort is going to go down. I mean, they could still back out. Oh, yep, I like this decision making on their part. They are backing out. They could go for their boss. I mean,
core is under attack.
oh no, it looks like Rexar is trying to get. Oh, okay, good. He's not trying to get their boss. That would have been really dangerous because Zagara does have that vision at their boss.
I grow tired of your
Zagara going with the extra endless creep here.
Earn my
Yep, and it looks like another tribute popping up. Blue team has to stop this somehow. I mean, I don't know how they're going to do it. They're down to talent tier, but if the red team gets this tribute, they're going to be... The blue team's going to be cursed. And that could be gamed very easily right there.
And we do see Rexar attempting to boss here.
Oh man, that's... I don't know about this decision. He really needs to be with the team.
Yeah,
They really need this tribute right here. Oh man, Rexar, come on.
Come on, Rexar.
I mean, blue team is poking just as much as they can. I mean, they do have Lily and Jaina, and Lunara who can all poke, which is great. Oh, looks like they are getting some really great damage onto the Rainer, but unfortunately, healing from Miles is just too much. Very nice mosh pit coming out from the ETC, and blue team is taking a ton of damage. Nice healing coming out from the lead, but oh my goodness, Leoric does go down. Unfortunately, Rexar is still preoccupied up at top trying to take that boss. And it looks like Zagara is going to be able to successfully get that tribute, and the blue team is cursed. Lunara is going to go down as well. This is just really unfortunate. Falstad coming up and, you know, stopping the Rexar from getting the boss. That just really wasn't worth it on behalf of Rexar. That's just so unfortunate for the blue team.
And the picking off where Rexar left off, they're going to finish the boss very easily.
We're going to take that.
But we do see blue team members coming in here. But it seems like they've got the boss, and
yeah, and you know,
really going
the
home.
unfortunate thing is that siege camp isn't going to be able to take out that top fort, and Morales can just mule it back up.
And we see Zagara and Rainer in the middle just pressuring the fort.
They're going to be able to take a keep, and their core is already taking pressure from the bot lane catapults right now already. There really isn't much that the blue team can do right now. I would say their best hope is to maybe try to get level 16 and force a fight, and I don't know, that's the only option I see right here, but it looks like red team is going to be able to close in on that core. I mean, the core is already down to like 50%. I'm pretty sure this is the game right here. Jaina does go down. Falstad flying in. I mean, Misha is down as well. This is going to be game. And the preliminary game goes to no pants zone. Very well played. Alright, so the preliminary games are best 2 out of 3, so that is going to conclude these preliminary games for today. Everyone on Twitch, just thank you so much for being here and supporting Nexus Raiders. Once again, if you would like to help us financially, you can always go to patreon.com/Nexus Raiders. We do have another preliminary game tomorrow. It's going to be our official game number 3. I believe it is the Triple Threat Giant Killers versus Empty Team slot, I believe. So be sure to tune in tomorrow, and have a good night.